Story 1: The Whispering Pines. It was a moonless night when I decided to take a shortcut through the dense woods. The path, shrouded in shadows, seemed like a mysterious adventure waiting to unfold. The air grew thick with an eerie silence as the tall pines loomed overhead, their branches clawing at the sky like skeletal fingers. As I delved deeper, the forest transformed into a labyrinth of twisted roots and gnarled trees. The only source of light was the feeble beam of my flashlight, casting long, menacing shadows that danced on the trees. My footsteps echoed in the emptiness, creating an unsettling rhythm that seemed to resonate with the pulse of the woods. Fear crept through my veins as I quickened my pace, the rustling growing louder, and the whispers turning into urgent hisses. Unseen eyes seemed to follow my every move, and the darkness itself felt alive with malevolence. I stumbled over roots and rocks, desperation urging me forward. Suddenly, the woods erupted into a cacophony of inhuman shrieks and guttural growls. I dared not look back, my breath hitching with terror. The path ahead seemed to stretch endlessly, the trees closing in like vengeful specters. The whispers turned into mocking laughter, echoing through the haunted woods. In my frantic sprint, the ground seemed to shift beneath my feet. The forest floor pulsated with a sinister energy, and unseen hands reached out to grab at my ankles. My flashlight sputtered and died, plunging me into a suffocating darkness. As the last flicker of light faded, the laughter reached a crescendo, morphing into anguished wails that reverberated through the trees. I felt a cold breath on the back of my neck, and an otherworldly voice whispered, "You are never leaving." Story 2: The Silent Watchers. The moon hung low in the sky as I ventured into the ancient woods, the crunch of leaves beneath my boots the only sound breaking the silence. The towering oaks stood like sentinels, their branches interwoven to form a natural canopy that blocked out the feeble light of the stars. The air grew colder, and a thick mist slithered among the trees, shrouding the path ahead. I pulled my jacket tighter, unease settling in my stomach. Every step I took seemed to be met with 1,000 unseen eyes, and the forest itself seemed to hold its breath. As I continued, the mist thickened, distorting the shapes of the trees and creating a disorienting maze. Whispers, soft and insidious, slithered through the air, wrapping around my mind like ghostly tendrils. I strained to catch the words, but they eluded me, leaving only a lingering sense of dread. In the heart of the woods, I stumbled upon a clearing bathed in an unnatural glow. Strange symbols adorned the ground, etched into the earth with an otherworldly precision. The air crackled with energy, and the whispers grew more urgent, as if pleading for release. A circle of ancient stones surrounded the clearing, their surfaces etched with cryptic runes. As I approached, the ground trembled beneath my feet, and the stones began to emit an otherworldly hum. The air thickened with a suffocating power, and unseen hands seemed to pull at my very soul. Suddenly, the mist coalesced into shadowy figures, their forms vaguely human but twisted and contorted. They stood at the edge of the clearing, their hollow eyes fixed upon me. The whispers reached a fever pitch, a chorus of voices pleading for freedom. In a panic, I turned to flee, but the mist constricted around me, trapping me in the clearing. The figures advanced, their ghostly fingers grazing my skin. The ancient stones pulsed with an unholy light, and the whispers merged into a haunting chant that seemed to resonate with the beating of my heart. As the first figure touched me, the world blurred, and I found myself standing in the heart of the silent woods, the mist dissipating as if it had never been. The whispers lingered, fading into the distant night. The ancient trees stood as silent witnesses, guarding their secrets with an ageless vigil. Story 3: The Phantom Lanterns. The night was impenetrable as I ventured into the heart of the enchanted forest. A crescent moon hung low, casting feeble light that barely penetrated the thick canopy overhead. The path, barely visible, meandered through the towering trees like a ribbon of darkness. As I walked, the air seemed charged with an otherworldly energy. Unseen eyes watched from the shadows, and the rustling leaves whispered secrets that eluded my understanding. The forest pulsed with a mystical rhythm, and the hairs on the back of my neck stood on end. In the distance, phantom lights flickered, dancing like will-o'-the-wisps. Intrigued, I followed their ethereal glow, hoping they would lead me to the edge of the woods. The path twisted and turned, and the lights beckoned, teasing me with their elusive beauty. The air grew colder, and an unnatural stillness settled over the forest. The phantom lights, now an array of flickering lanterns, hovered in a clearing ahead. Their glow painted a surreal picture, casting long shadows that seemed to move independently of the trees. I hesitated, a sense of foreboding gnawing at me. The lanterns flickered in unison, their light revealing a circle of ancient stones surrounding the clearing. As I stepped closer, the air hummed with a spectral energy, and the lanterns pulsed with an otherworldly glow. A sudden gust of wind extinguished the lanterns, plunging me into utter darkness. Panic set in as I fumbled for my flashlight, the forest now a sea of impenetrable shadows. The air thickened with an oppressive force, and unseen whispers surrounded me, echoing through the void. Desperation drove me to move forward, but the path seemed to twist and contort, leading me in circles. The phantom lanterns reignited, their glow revealing the same ancient stones in an endless loop. The whispers grew louder, a cacophony of ghostly voices that resonated with a haunting melody. Exhausted and disoriented, I stumbled upon a clearing bathed in an otherworldly light. The phantom lanterns hovered in a spectral dance, their glow illuminating the ghostly figures of those who had lost their way. Hollow eyes fixed on me, and the whispers turned into mournful wails. A chilling realization washed over me: the forest had claimed me. The phantom lanterns, once a mesmerizing allure, were the beckoning lights of lost souls. As their glow faded, I became one with the haunted woods, my fate entwined with the silent whispers that echoed through the endless night. Thank you for watching. Please tune in to our new episodes of White Star Horrors.